if I told you that inside you is an energy as ancient as the stars and as powerful as creation itself? This energy has the power to shape your reality, attract everything you desire, and turn simple wishes into real outcomes. It's not hidden away in some distant temple or guarded by unseen forces. It's already within you, waiting to be awakened, nurtured, and guided. I'm talking about sexual alchemy. For ages, wise people and alchemists from different cultures have spoken of a hidden force, a sacred spark that, when understood and transformed, opens the door to incredible personal power, boundless creativity, and natural magnetism. The ancients didn't see sexual energy as just for reproduction or fleeting pleasure. They recognized it as the purest expression of life itself, the very energy from which the universe was created. Over time, this knowledge was carefully protected. Those who mastered the ability to transform sexual energy knew it wasn't just about physical pleasure. It was a mystical tool that could raise your energy, expand your consciousness, and attract the life experiences that align with your deepest desires. Today, this wisdom is coming back into the light, ready to be rediscovered by spiritual seekers. And you, standing at this moment, are about to gain an understanding that can completely change how you see your body, mind, and reality. In this video, we'll dive into the mysteries of sexual alchemy. We'll look at its origins and how it shows up in different spiritual traditions. We'll break down its key ideas and learn how to consciously direct this energy to bring what your soul truly craves. We'll explore ancient practices and use simple examples to explain how it works, giving you real tools to start this sacred journey. Get ready for a deep dive into your inner world, where opposites come together, where energy rises like a serpent awakening, and where life itself becomes the art of conscious creation. When you master this energy, you not only change your inner world, but you transform your outer world too. Throughout history, civilizations that rose and fell have left behind clues about hidden knowledge that goes beyond just survival. From Egypt's ancient scrolls to India's carved temples, the secrets of sexual energy are whispered in different ways under different names. Sexual energy does more than just create life. When elevated and refined, it unlocks inner mastery and the ability to consciously create your reality. In ancient Egypt, priests and priestesses of sacred traditions talked about K, the vital energy that connects body and spirit. In their rituals, they practiced ways to direct the energy from sexual union toward expanded consciousness and awakening hidden divine abilities. The story of Isis and Osiris wasn't just about eternal love. It symbolized the merging of internal opposites to unlock creative potential. On the other side of the world, ancient India's tantric teachings reveal deep knowledge. Tantra teaches that sexual energy, known as Shakti, is the embodiment of the universal feminine energy. When channeled through the body's energy centers, chakras, it awakens cosmic consciousness. The practice of Maituna, sacred union, wasn't just about indulgence, but was a sacred ceremony for the soul's expansion. By balancing masculine and feminine energies, practitioners could dissolve the ego and experience the unity of all things. In China, Taoist masters practiced the circulation and retention of sexual energy, known as Yin Qi. They believed this energy was the key to nourishing the body, extending life, and connecting with the Tao, the source of all existence. The microcosmic circuit, where energy rises from the base of the spine to the top of the head, was a path to both physical and spiritual enlightenment. Western esoteric traditions like medieval alchemy also concealed this knowledge in symbols. Alchemists spoke of the union of the sun and moon, of sulfur and mercury, representing the fusion of opposites, masculine and feminine, conscious and unconscious. This integration was key to creating the Philosopher's Stone, a symbol of personal transformation and manifesting your ideal reality. Despite cultural differences, all these traditions agree on one point. Sexual energy is the foundation of life. When directed with awareness and respect, it opens the doors to a life full of fulfillment, creativity, vitality, and spiritual connection. For centuries, this knowledge was kept hidden, reserved only for initiates, those who had proven they could handle such power without being corrupted. Over time, this wisdom was lost, buried under dogma and misunderstanding. The power of sexual alchemy is so great that ancient societies knew it had to be protected. But today, we're at the start of a renaissance. More people are seeking to break free from material limitations and reconnect with their creative essence. The teachings of sexual alchemy are making a comeback, reminding us of what we once knew, that the same energy that shaped the stars also flows within us, ready to shape our dreams. Imagine for a moment that within you is an underground river, a flowing current of pure energy moving quietly beneath your everyday thoughts. This river is sexual energy. It's not just about the biological urge to reproduce. It's a current of creative power, the very force that formed the universe, now waiting in every cell of your body. Sexual alchemy is the ancient practice of learning to harness sexual energy, turning it into something far beyond temporary pleasure. Instead, it can become a source of personal magnetism, mental clarity, manifestation power, and spiritual growth. The first thing we need to understand is that sexual energy is the energy of life itself. Today, we might describe it as a highly concentrated form of bioelectricity. When this energy builds up, rather than spreading out randomly, it begins to fill our organs, glands, and nervous system, giving us extraordinary vitality and a magnetic presence. Ancient cultures referred to this as a radiant aura, or powerful energy field. This buildup of energy isn't about suppressing it. It's about transforming it consciously. The key is focusing our attention. Wherever our mind goes, our life force follows. When we experience excitement or desire, if we shift our focus inward, raising the energy from the base of the spine toward the heart or head, we start to nourish the deeper aspects of our being. This idea is called the inner smile in Taoist teachings and the rising of Kundalini in tantric practices. It's like fire. If the fire is small and scattered, it barely heats anything. But when we direct it skillfully, it can melt metal or power machines. That's how sexual energy works. It can become a powerful fuel for our projects, healing, and consciousness when we don't waste it on distractions or excess. The second key idea is internal polarity. Every person, regardless of gender, has two complementary forces: the masculine, active, focused, penetrating, and the feminine, receptive, expansive, creative. Sexual alchemy teaches that the secret to transformation is balancing these two forces. When we integrate them, like balancing logic with intuition, action with reflection, giving with receiving, we create a circuit that generates rising energy. This concept is like the yin-yang symbol, where harmony comes from integrating opposites. The third principle is conscious breathing. It's no coincidence that all sexual alchemy practices, whether Tantra or Taoism, focus on slow, deep, rhythmic breathing. Breath is the bridge between body and mind. It carries sexual energy through the body's subtle channels. By breathing slowly and deeply while focusing our mind, we can guide sexual energy from the lower body to higher centers, expanding our perception and helping us manifest our intentions. In short, sexual alchemy is about understanding that sexual energy is a sacred resource that can be harnessed and transformed for higher purposes. Through mindful attention, balancing polarities, and conscious breathing, we can turn a basic instinct into a powerful spiritual tool. It's here that a modern seeker can begin to realize the power within them, not by repressing it, but by treating it with reverence and wisdom. In ancient temples accessible only to the most disciplined practitioners, a secret was passed down through generations. Sexual energy is not just for personal vitality, but is a key to shaping reality. To understand this is to begin exploring inner alchemy, where the subtle laws of the universe meet the deepest parts of who we are. The first key concept to understand is the link between sexual energy and creative intention. In Hermetic and Tantric traditions, it was taught that every act of creation, whether making art, starting a project, forming a relationship, or charting a new path, draws on the same force that creates physical life. The difference lies in how we direct that energy. When we align our sexual energy with clear intention and vivid visualization, we create a powerful energy that attracts the people, circumstances, and resources needed to bring our vision to life. This is what the ancients called sexual magic, which today we might call amplified intention. The second important idea is purifying desire. In its raw form, sexual desire can be chaotic and driven by ego, but when we learn to refine it, transforming it from personal pleasure into a desire for growth, connection, and spiritual evolution, it becomes more powerful and subtle. Mystics believed purified desire is the path of the soul. Through sexual alchemy, we stop being controlled by impulses and instead become alchemists, turning desire into compassion, wisdom, and creativity. Here's an advanced concept: emotional sublimation. Sexual energy is connected not only to the physical body, but also to our deepest emotions: passion, joy, anger, sadness. Sexual alchemy teaches that these emotions are just different expressions of the same energy. For example, if we blend gratitude, love, or compassion with arousal, we raise the vibration of sexual energy, making it even more powerful and magnetic. A practical example is the 5 elements fusion meditation from Taoist alchemists. In this practice, negative emotions like fear or anger are visualized as transforming into their positive counterparts: wisdom, compassion, balance, through the circulation of sexual energy within the body. Over time, this practice strengthens both physical health and mental clarity, expanding our consciousness. Importantly, sexual alchemy is a gradual process, not a quick fix for instant gratification. The ancients knew that body, mind, and spirit must all adapt to higher energy levels at a steady pace. Therefore, sexual alchemy was always practiced alongside other disciplines like meditation, conscious breathing, balanced nutrition, and self-awareness. The goal is not to accumulate power for ourselves, but to become clear, balanced channels for a greater, universal energy. When you practice with patience, respect, and dedication, you'll experience what the ancient sages called the union of the human and divine. Transmuting sexual energy not only brings health, vitality, and magnetism, but also a deep connection to the source of creation. Life stops being a struggle of opposing forces and becomes a smooth dance with the flow of the universe. As ancient texts say, what is above mirrors what is below, and what is within mirrors what is outside. This is when sexual alchemy reveals its true power, a sacred tool for expanding consciousness, manifesting our highest dreams, and returning to the source as conscious creators of reality. Sexual alchemy isn't just something practiced in temples or isolated retreats. Its real magic happens when we bring it into our everyday lives, turning each moment into an opportunity to refine our energy, expand awareness, and attract our greatest desires. Here are 4 key practices tested over centuries that you can use in daily life to awaken and guide this powerful energy. 1. Cultivate a conscious connection with your body. The first step in sexual alchemy is returning to your body, not just as a collection of organs, but as a sacred space where energy flows. Spend a few minutes each day focusing on your lower abdomen, the area known as the Dantian in Taoist tradition, or the Hara in Japanese culture. This is the center where life energy collects. By breathing deeply and focusing on that area, you begin to gather and stabilize sexual energy, preventing it from leaking out through tension, anxiety, or distractions. 2. Use your breath as a bridge. In sexual alchemy, your breath is the tool that moves energy from lower centers to higher ones. Practice slow, deep, and mindful breathing, imagining the energy rising from the base of your spine to the top of your head. This technique channels sexual energy into your heart and mind, while calming emotions and enhancing clarity. Breath becomes the bridge between instinct and intuition. 3. Combine intention with elevated emotions. When you feel a rush of excitement or energy, whether from creative inspiration, enthusiasm, or physical attraction, pause and set a clear intention. This could be related to a project, emotional healing, or a spiritual goal. Pair that intention with uplifting emotions like gratitude, compassion, or joy. This powerful combination of sexual energy, intention, and emotion transforms simple desires into real manifestations. 4. Focus on conservation and circulation, not repression. A common mistake is thinking sexual alchemy is about suppressing or denying your sexuality. Instead, it's about conserving and circulating that energy, avoiding its constant leakage through unhealthy habits or external distractions. Support this practice with energetic self-massage like Chi Na Tsang, as well as meditation and mindful movement. These techniques help align your sexual energy with your whole system, nourishing your body, mind, and spirit. By embracing these practices, you'll not only increase your personal magnetism and inner clarity, but you'll also improve your relationships, boost creativity, and tap into a well of well-being that goes beyond external circumstances. True sexual alchemy isn't about hoarding power. It's about expanding our essential nature and bringing body, mind, and soul into a cosmic dance of conscious creation. Remember, every moment, no matter how simple, is an opportunity to refine your energy and get closer to the sacred art of co-creating your reality. Through this journey, we've explored the deep wisdom of sexual alchemy, a sacred art far beyond mere sensuality or fleeting desires. We've learned that sexual energy isn't just a biological urge. It's the condensed form of the universe's creative force, the same force that creates stars, oceans, and life itself. True alchemy isn't about seeking something outside of ourselves, but about refining, elevating, and transforming our deepest energies into higher states of consciousness. Through bodily presence, mindful breathing, clear intention, and the circulation of vital energy, we become the creators of our reality, capable of manifesting everything that resonates with our true essence. This isn't just about ancient techniques or rituals. It's an invitation to live from a higher state of awareness, where every thought, feeling, and action aligns with our highest self. By consciously cultivating and directing sexual energy, we heal internal fractures, unify our energy, and awaken a magnetic force that transforms our lives into fertile ground for endless possibilities. Let's remember the Hermetic principle: solve et coagula, dissolve and coagulate. This means we must dissolve old beliefs, habits, and unconscious patterns, and then crystallize a new way of being, one that's more integrated, radiant, and sovereign. If this message resonates with you, Share this wisdom with others, spread the energy, and help others discover this path to inner harmony. Subscribe, like, and share this video with those who are ready for these teachings. Together we can create a network of awakened minds that honors and keeps this ancient wisdom alive. Stay tuned for more content where we'll continue exploring the mysteries that have guided seekers of balance, inner power, and truth for centuries. The journey is infinite, and each new revelation leads to even greater understanding. May the light of wisdom and the power of alchemy guide you always in every breath, every intention, and every creation.